Mga higala, kumusta? Nilapunta na ito ang panglantaw sa kagabion. Pero sa dili pa nato sugdan mga igsoon, ito sang i-shout out ng ito ang mga listener and viewer. Mr. Johnny D. Samonti, nga mo'y nag-request ani nga topic, Gerson Tubigon, Ruina Isumandag and Fi Aluna Flores Lunining. May gabi kaninyo diha, ma'am, sir. Ano na po tani ato ang panglantaw sa kagabion. Welcome once again to panglantaw sa kagabion. Your companion through the shadows of the night and into the light of truth. This is a moment not only to listen, but to reflect, not merely, but to repent. In our last episode, we explored how pride and power in leadership can lead to great chaos and suffering among the people. Tonight, we continue this path of contemplation. This time, we shift our lens from the throne rooms of authority to the nipa huts, classrooms, and crowded hospitals of the everyday Filipino, to the real faces of misery caused not by natural disasters, but by human ego, unchecked power, and the silence of a suffering people. Let us begin not with noise, but with a question. What happens when the people no longer speak, not because they agree, but because they are tired? Daghana ang nahitabo nga dili lang kay tungod sa desisyon sa liderato, kundi tungod sa kakapoy sa katawhan. Kakapoy nga walay pulos ang paningkamot. Kakapoy nga wala gyud madungog ang ilang tingog. Kakapoy nga ang ilang kahimtang bisan unsaon pa nila og paningkamot nagpabiling nga naa sa ilawom, samtang ang mga gahom nagpabiling sa taas. We must ask, where did the suffering begin? Was it a single law, a single selection, a broken promise? Or was it the moment when we, as a nation, began to tolerate pride in our leaders because we mistook it for strength? Let us take a deeper journey. Let us travel from the ivory towers of the powerful to the cracked walls of natural health unit where medicine is scarce. Imagine a nurse, underpaid and overworked, handling dozens of patients with no gloves, no alcohol, and no rest. She doesn't complain anymore, not because she agrees with her condition, but because no one listens. And when no one listens, silence becomes her survival. Or imagine a farmer, his back bent by years of labor, his land, once fertile, now claimed by a mining corporation backed by a local official. He goes to the barangay. He writes to the mayor, No one responds. His crops are gone. His children stop schooling. Yet, he is told to be patient, to believe in a system that has never shown him justice. Kining sistema nga giingon nilang alagad sa katawhan, nganong kita man gihapon ang pirming magantos. These are not stories from fiction. These are the lives of millions. What caused it? A wrong decision? Yes. A flawed system. Perhaps. But deeper than that, pride. Pride in leadership that refused to admit mistakes. Pride that prioritized image over service. Pride that chose to speak but never to listen. We talk to the scriptures for clarity. One of the most heartbreaking stories is that of Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. When the people pleaded for mercy, for lighter burdens and kinder laws, he ignored the wisdom of the elders and chose to follow his prideful peers. He declared, "My father scourged you with whips. I will scourge you with scorpions." And what happened? The kingdom broke. 10 tribes rebelled. The once glorious house of David split into 2. Why? Because the king chose pride over compassion. Ang leader nga dili kabalo mo paubos, maguba ang gingharian kung atong panahon pa ang nasod mismo maoy maguba. Today we live in a chaos of that story, and the suffering continues. Let us talk about education. We see teachers buying their own chalk, printing their own modules, working overtime without pay. They are the very foundation of our nation's future. Yet, they are forgotten. And when they raise their voices, they are told to adjust and sacrifice. Why must the most sacrificial among us always be the ones asked to give more? Let us talk about justice. We see poor people imprisoned for stealing a can of sardines, while billion-peso scandals are dismissed as political noise. Is this the nation of our heroes dreamed of? Under the law, Article 3, Section 1 of the 1987 Constitution provides that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. But in reality, thousands have been deprived of life without a trial. They vanish in the night. Their mothers cry in silence. Their names never reach the headlines. Ang mga pobre dali ra gdakpon, ang dato dali ra makalingkawas. Asa naman ang hustisya? When the law becomes selective, it ceases to be justice. It becomes a weapon. a shield for the powerful and a sword against the weak. And yet, the people continue to hope. This is the most heartbreaking truth. Despite all the misery, our people still believe. They will still vote. They still line up for hours under the sun. They still write letters. They still pray. They still teach their children to dream. That is both our tragedy and our strength. So tonight I say this with the heaviest heart. When the people suffer in silence, the damage is not just economic. It is a spiritual. It is moral. It is generational. But there is still time. Time to listen. Time to humble ourselves. Time to reject the kind of leadership that seeks praise more than service. Time to elect those who know how to say, I am wrong. I will learn. I will serve. Let us remember Jesus Christ, the most powerful being to walk this earth, washed the feet of his disciples. He touched lepers. He cried with widows. He had the power of angels. Yet, he chose to be a servant. Mark chapter 10 verse 45 tells us, for even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. What right then does any president, mayor, senator, or barangay captain have to boast, to ignore, to silence? Mga kaigsunan, dili nata maghilom. Kung ang tingog sa katawhan hilom na, walay magpahimangno sa lider nga nagpadulong sa sayo. Kung ang katawhan mo baro, adunay paglaom nga mubalik ang tinuod na serbisyo. Let this episode not end with sadness, but with challenge. Talk to your neighbors. Educate your children. Speak during barangay assemblies. Read beyond headlines. Question with respect. Demand with dignity. Because silence may protect you today, but it will destroy your children tomorrow. Pride has broken nations, but humility can rebuild them. This is panglantaw sa kagabion diin ang kahayag sa kamatuoran mudan ang bisan pa sa kangitngit. And I leave you tonight not just with reflection, but with responsibility. Ang kahayag sa kagabion magdanag lamang kung ang tinuod atong pasigahan. Kini inyo higala og igsuon Jeremias Labaho Tubigon. Sa makausapa mo ingon, sa atong pagpangandoy ug matarong nga katilingban, ang kamatuoran gayud ang atong suga. Ug sa kangit-ngit sa kasaysayan, ang tinud-anay nga pamunuan, ang labing hayag na paglaom. Shout out Analo Escalante and Lilian Martins Tubigon. Maayong gabi ug ang Dios magapanalangin kanatong tanan. Daghang salamat.